Welcome back, Censoreds, the place where we delve into thought-provoking topics that shape our world. Today, we're diving into a rather intriguing subject, the connection between taxes and war. Yes, you heard it right. How do governments use taxes to create and fund wars? Let's explore this complex relationship together. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our engaging content. Now let's get started.
In embodying the principles of Stoicism, my approach to life is marked by resilience, calmness, rationality, discipline, purposefulness, detachment, and gratitude, shaping a mindset that navigates challenges with strength, tranquility, and a steadfast commitment to living in accordance with virtue.
The basics of taxation. To understand the connection between taxes and wars, we need to first grasp the basics of taxation. Taxes are a fundamental part of any government's revenue system, funding public services, infrastructure, and more. But have you ever wondered how this money is sometimes redirected towards military endeavors? Now, as we unravel the enigmatic dance of finance and power, a question emerges from the shadows. Have you ever pondered the clandestine journey of your hard-earned currency? Picture it, a subtle whisper in the corridors of government, a covert maneuver in the fiscal labyrinth. How does the coin, once destined for societal nourishment, find itself drawn into the formidable embrace of military might? Join me as we unravel the mysterious threads that weave the currency's clandestine dance through the corridors of power, the clandestine metamorphosis of wealth, a ballet in the shadows. Imagine your money, once bound for societal structures, taking a surreptitious detour into the realm of military endeavors. It's a cryptic journey, veiled in fiscal intricacies. Governments, wielding the brush of taxation, paint a canvas where funds intended for public welfare clandestinely traverse, adopting a new guise to fortify the arsenal of national defense. Stay with me as we navigate the covert passages of fiscal redirection, decoding the enigma of how this currency finds its clandestine path toward the echoes of distant battlefields. And here's some types of taxes. 1. The income taxes. 2. The corporate taxes. 3. The excise taxes. 4. The sales taxes. Now that we know the types of taxes, let's take a trip down history lane. Throughout history, governments have used taxes to finance wars. For instance, during World War I and II, many countries imposed special war taxes to fund their military efforts. We'll explore how these wartime taxes were implemented and their impact on societies. And the wartime taxation examples are: the first is World War I and II taxes, and the second is the impact on civilian life. During times of war, governments implement special taxation measures to generate additional revenue for military efforts. This can involve the introduction of new taxes or modifications to existing ones. Adjustments to income tax rates, the introduction of progressive taxation, and increased excise and sales taxes are common methods. Additionally, governments may issue war bonds, allowing citizens to lend money to the government with the promise of repayment with interest after the war. Also, wartime taxes have profound effects on societies. Economic effects. The redirection of resources towards the war effort and increased taxation can lead to inflation, injecting more money into the economy without a proportional increase in goods and services. Social equality. Wartime taxes can affect different social classes differently. Progressive taxation aims for a more equitable distribution of the financial burden, but the actual impact depends on implementation and enforcement. Public perception and morale. Effective communication is crucial. The perception of fairness and necessity in wartime taxation can influence public morale and support for the war. Shifts in consumption patterns. Higher taxes on certain goods may alter consumption patterns as people prioritize essential items, leading to changes in various industries. Government accountability. Wartime taxes often increase scrutiny of government spending. Citizens may demand greater transparency and accountability in how additional revenue is used to fund the military. In summary, the implementation of wartime taxes involves a combination of fiscal policies, influencing economic dynamics, social equality, public perception, and government accountability. Now coming to military budgeting. A significant portion of government spending goes into the military budget. But how exactly is this budget determined? We'll break down the process of military budgeting, highlighting the role of taxes in sustaining armed forces and defense infrastructure. And the military budget allocation are personnel costs, equipment and technology, infrastructure development. So the process of military budgeting involves the allocation of financial resources to meet the needs of a country's armed forces and defense infrastructure. Taxes play a crucial role in sustaining these military expenditures. The military budget is formulated by the Defense Department, identifying specific requirements, estimating costs, and submitting a budget request to the government. Government approval is followed by revenue generation through taxes, which contribute to the funds allocated for defense. The collected revenue is then used to execute the budget, supporting military personnel, acquiring equipment, and maintaining infrastructure. Ongoing oversight ensures efficient and effective use of funds, with periodic reviews for adjustments based on changing needs or priorities. Economic and political implications. It's not just about money. Taxes used for funding wars have profound economic and political implications. We'll discuss how excessive military spending can impact a nation's economy, potentially leading to inflation and other economic challenges. Additionally, the political ramifications of using taxes for warfare will be explored. Here is the economic and political consequences. 1. Inflation and economic challenges. 2. Political fallout. Excessive military spending not only diverts funds from crucial areas like education and healthcare, but also poses economic risks, potentially leading to inflation. This financial strain can hinder long-term growth and development. Politically, using taxes for warfare often triggers public discontent and protests as citizens question the prioritization of military over essential services. Internationally, it may strain diplomatic relations, impacting trade and alliances. Striking a balance between national security and the well-being of citizens is crucial for maintaining economic stability and political harmony. Modern examples. Fast forward to the present day, and we'll examine how taxes are still being used to fund wars. Recent conflicts and military interventions will serve as case studies to illustrate the contemporary application of this practice. And some modern examples are: 1. Iraq War. 2. Afghanistan War. 3. Palestine War. 4. Other ongoing conflicts. In modern times, taxes continue to be a significant source of funding for wars. Governments allocate a portion of their budget, largely financed by taxes, to sustain military operations, purchase equipment, and invest in defense infrastructure. Recent examples include the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, Palestine wars, and other ongoing conflicts, where taxpayers' money is used to support military efforts. This practice has economic and political implications, often sparking debates and resistance from segments of the public opposed to the allocation of their tax dollars towards warfare. Coming to public opinion and resistance. The relationship between taxes and war is not without controversy. We'll explore how public opinion and resistance movements have shaped the discourse surrounding the use of taxpayers' money for military purposes. And what are the public opinion on that? 1. Protests and movements. 2. Public sentiment on military spending. Public opinion and resistance movements play a crucial role in shaping the discourse surrounding the use of taxpayers' money for military purposes. These movements often highlight concerns about transparency, accountability, and the ethical implications of allocating funds to wars. They bring attention to the social and economic consequences, fostering a public debate that can influence government policies and decisions related to military spending. The power of collective voices in expressing dissent or demanding fiscal responsibility contributes to a more nuanced and democratic discussion on the use of public funds for military endeavors. As we conclude our exploration, it's clear that the connection between taxes and war is intricate and multifaceted. From historical examples to modern-day conflicts, governments continue to utilize taxes to fund their military endeavors. What are your thoughts on this relationship? Share your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful and share it with your friends who might be interested in this topic. Thank you for joining us today on Censored Man. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other thought-provoking content. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world around you. Goodbye.